Radhe Radhe. Dandavat Pranam. Welcome to Shri Radha Vinobihari Mandir, Gopinath Bhavan, Shri Vrindavan Dham. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Rupanuga Gauri Guru Varga ki jai, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Śrīla Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki jai, Tadiya Avirbhav Maha Mahotsava ki jai, Srila Rupanuga Guru Varga ki jai, Pati Pavan Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Prem Purushottam Shachinandana Gaura Hari ki jai, Radha Vinobihari Ju ki jai, Radha Ramana Ju ki jai, Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo.
So I can see on here.
Okay. So before we begin, we would like to alert you that the normal internet is not working at all. And so if you can let us know how the quality is, if it's really going bad or going down, we would appreciate it so that we can try to make adjustments if necessary. So we will begin with Mangalacharan, page 1 of this book, Shri Gauriya Giti Guccha, Vandeham, Shri Guru, Shri Yuta Padakamanam. Vandeham Shri Guru, Shri Yuta Padakamanam, Shrirupam Sagrajatam Sahagano Raghunatham Vikantam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadhutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagano Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamshcha Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Śrīmad Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Namine Shri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Audarya Madhurya Gunaishcha Yuktam Naram Varenyam Purusham Mahantam Nārayaṇam Tvam Shirasam Namami Tridandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Cha Shri Krishna Padabhridikaika Hridi Chaitanya Leelamrita Sarasaram Nārayaṇam Tvam Satatam Prapadye Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedānta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshakarine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Gaura Presthaya Bhutale Shri Śrīmad Bhakti Pragyāna Keshava Yukti Namine क्लेशपालिने जीवदुःखे सदर्ताय श्रीनाम प्रेमदायिने नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वतीति नामिने श्रीवैष्णवालमी देवी दयिताय कृपाभये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दयिने ब्रह्मवे नमः माधुर्योज्ज्वल प्रेमाद्यं श्रीरूपानुग भक्तिदा श्रीगौरकरुणाशक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनकारिणे रूपानुगनिरुद्धातो सिद्धान्तद्वैतहारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षाद्वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्भरसम्बोधे मनम्बुजायते नमः नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगम्बरायते गौराविर्भावभूमे स्वं निर्देष्टा सजनप्रिय वैष्णव सर्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जयतां सुरतोपङ्गो मम मन्दं मतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्वपदं भोजो राधामदनमोहनो दिव्यवृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमद श्रीमद्रत्नागारसिंहासनस्थो श्री श्रीराधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेव प्रेष्ठानिभिः सेव्यमानो स्मरामि श्रीमद्रससारम्भे वंशीवततस्थितः कर्षन्तेन्दुस्वनैर्गोपी गोपीनाथ श्रीस्तु नः वृन्दाय तुलसीदेव्यै प्रियायै केशवस्य च कृष्णभक्तिप्रदे देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम् जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द चेतो दर्पणमार्जनं श्रेयकैरवचन्द्रिकावितरणं विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दं बुद्धिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृतास्वादनम् सर्वात्मस्नपनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्णसङ्कीर्तनम् हरेर्नाम हरेर्नाम हरेर्नामेव केवलम् खलो नस्त्येव 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 गतिरन्यथा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
So before we do our first kirtan and we announce that Jivapavana Prabhu will put everything there online for us, Jivapavana Prabhu will only be with us for an hour and a half today. So that means that probably during the Ashtakams, he won't be here. He has some other business to take care of, very important. So I was wondering if I could ask Lavangalata, when Jivapavana Prabhu, maybe you can announce that you have to go, and Lavangalata Didi from China, she can take over the seva of posting the kirtans and the bhajans so that everyone can join. So I'm just thanking everyone ahead of time without a response, because I can't really see what's going on. But anyway, as it stands right now, if you don't have a songbook, very fortunately, for at least an hour and a half today, and generally through the whole 3 hours every day, Jivapavana Prabhu is with us, and whenever we're about to sing a bhajan, he posts the bhajan so that everyone can join in together wherever we are in the world in sweet kirtan. Also, sometimes so much inspiration comes to him that he begins to post more and more inspiration from our Vaishnavacharyas according to the bhajan and what is being spoken. So please always look for that extra nectar that he posts. Dandavat pranam, all Vaishnavas.
I have an idea for you, Sudevi. Can you connect on that to
I
Kishori?
want to save it just in case this goes off.
Okay.
It's better to be careful.
Sorry.
I can see here that something is happening.
All right. Just need to make sure this doesn't run out of battery.
The first one we'll sing is Shri Guru Charana Padma. No. Guru Parampara. No. Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya. No.
Gurudev Boro Kripa Kori Gora Vanamaju.
That was my next guess. So Gurudev Boro Kripa Kori is on page 33 in the little songbook, or you can search for Jivapavana Prabhu for the time being, and you will find it there. And the Bangalata Didi is also posting the page numbers if you don't catch them.
Gurudev Boro Kripa Kori Gora Vanamaju Gurume Diya Chosthan.
Gurudev Boro Kripa Kori Gora Vanamaju Gurume Diya Chosthan.
Gurudev Boro Kripa Kori Gora Vanamaju Gurume Diya Chosthan.
Gurudev Boro Kripa Kori Gora
ব্রজে বসি হরি নাম করো গান
Charo
Bhaktivedānta Śrī Satyavrata Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki jai. Yadi Avirbhāv Mahamahotsav ki jai. Śrī Guru Varga ki jai. Guru Parampara ki jai. So now we will call out for the mercy and the grace of Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada in the amazing poetic form of Sujanar Buddharadhita Pada Yugam, written by Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Śrīrāda Gosvāmī Mahārāja, page 260. 260. And if you don't have the songbook, just scroll to the most recent post of Jiva Pavana Prabhu and you will find the, it was in 270. You will find it there. And you might notice something very interesting. The poetic ability of Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Śrīdhar Maharaj was quite impressive. Śrīla Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj and our Gurudev actually also compared it to the poetic ability of Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Thakur and also of Śrīla Rupa Goswami. When you see Radha Kripa Kataksha Stavaraja, I know I told you recently that although it is issued from the mouth of Mahadev as he's speaking to Uma, his consort, our Gurudev said he couldn't have known this or seen this, that he must have overheard it as Harikatha from the mouth of Śrī Rupa. But if you see the poetry in there, in the prayer, my favorite one in there is the one describing how Srimati Radhika completely bamboozles the mind of Krishna. If you listen to it, it's all a tongue twister, so you become bamboozled as you're singing it. And so the effect of just the meter and the way the words are has an external effect on one's body and mind according to the meaning of what is inside. So that's a very special kind of poetic ability. Mrinala balla ballarita ranga ranga dorlate latagra lasya lolani lalochana valokane lalan lulan milan manogya mugda mohanashtate kada karishyasi haman kripa kataksha bhajanam. And when they sing it faster, it's even more difficult. So here, Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Śrīdhar Maharaj is glorifying his Guru Maharaj, Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And if you notice at the end of each line, Sujanar Buddharadhita Pada Yugam, then the next line starts with the vowel of, the letter of the previous word. So Sujanar Buddharadhita Pada Yugam, and then Yuga Dharma Dhurandhara Patra Varam, and then from Varam next Varada Bayadaya Kapuja Padam, then Pranamami Sada Prabhupada Padam. So it's the last word on each line, the beginning letter of that is starting the next sentence. And they're so beautiful. He was an amazing expert poet.
And Saraswati Thakur accepted this.
Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada accepted this. And this bhajan, this Sujanar Buddharadhita Prabhupada Padmastavaka is to this day being sung in all of the Gaudiya Maths all over India and the world.
Didn't Srila Prabhupada say it should be sung in his temples, or was that Srila Prabhupada's Saraswati?
I'm not sure, there's some confusion there.
Okay.
One
of our Srila Prabhupads wanted it sung in all the temples.
I know that our Srila Prabhupada, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedānta Swami Prabhupada, wanted that there should be a picture of his sannyas, means our Param Gurudev and him and Sanatan Muni Maharaj. Muni Maharaj in all of his temples and centers. But regarding singing this particular bhajan in all of the ISKCON temples, I'm not sure, but this one has been sung daily throughout all of the Gaudiya Maths. So we will sing Sujanar Buddharadhita Pada Yugam.
So just in case bad things happen, we're back on. Radhavinoda is back.
Okay.
By the way, when I said when bad things happen, I meant our internet run out. We have a backup now.
go a little higher.
All together?
Yes. Sujanar Budaradhika Padayugam Yugadharma Dhurandara Upadramanam Bharadabhayadayaka Pujapadam Pranamami Sada Prabhupada Padam Bhajano ठाकुर की जय। कृपा करो वैष्णव ठाकुर, page 40. कृपा करो वैष्णव ठाकुर, संबंध जानिया भजते भजते अभिमानो Thakur, Jaya Vaishnava Thakur, Jaya Vaishnava Thakur, Jaya Vaishnava Thakur. Nitai Gunamani Amar, Nitai Gunamani.
Page 61 in a small songbook. And again, if you don't have the songbook, look for the name Jiva Pavana Prabhu. There he is posting all of the kirtans and the translations so that we can all be together doing kirtan.
Pranam? Everyone there?
Yeah.
Okay. Nitai Gunamani Amar, Nitai Gunamani, page 6161.
How did 60% go? I wasn't even able to.
Maybe earlier today we
I wasn't. Strange.
Excuse me, I'm trying to find the right notes here.
Don't want the demigods of melody to become crippled, disformed.
One more. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda पतित पावन श्री नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय, श्री सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि की जय।
Yeah, I thought you liked stopping it and I didn't know what to do.
I'm just checking something before I tell the next bhajan. Do we have that Premadhama Nomi Gaur Sundaram? I don't think we have it in here. Srila Bhaktivedānta Srila Mahārāja has written so many beautiful poems. He wrote also for Sharanagati and beautiful poetry glorifying Śrī Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but I don't see it here in this book. And so we will call out to Śrī Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sachinandan Gaura Hari, with one of our bhajans present within this book. Jadi Gauranga Nahito, page 68. যদি গৌরাঙ্গ নহিত তবে কি হইত মনে ধরিত রে ও গৌরাঙ্গ নহিত তবে কি হইত মনে ধরিত রে গৌরাঙ্গ নহিত তবে কি হইত মনে ধরিত রে রাধার মহিমা প্রেম রস সীমা জগতে জানাত কে ও মধুর বৃন্দাবন বিপিন মাধুরী প্রবেশ চাতুরী সা শক্তি হইত ও গাও পুন পুন গৌরাঙ্গের গুণ শরণ হইয়া এই ভব সাগরে এমন দয়া না দেখি যে দেখো গৌরাঙ্গ বলিয়া নাগে গলিয়া মনে ধরি রে নরহরিয়া আশা নদিয়া কেমনে গড়িয়াছে কেমনে গড়িয়াছে Sachinandana Gaur Hari Ki Jai. Okay, we're going to do Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande and Radhe Jai Jai Madhava Daite because we haven't been able to do them due to being restricted on time. But usually when we would do those ones, actually Srila Gurudev would start walking out of his room when, or at least walking toward the temple with Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande. So for us it has that special kind of mood. During Kartik, Krishna Deva Bhavantam, Gurudev is coming. Okay, that's page 343, I believe.
He's right.
A rare occurrence that my belief is right.
And just another reminder that Jiva Bhavana Prabhu will probably be leaving within about 15 to 20 minutes. So, Lavangalata Didi, please take over his seva for him while he's absent, doing some very important business. So, we're counting on you. Lavangalata Didi from China.
Jai. So page 343, Krishna Deva Bhavantam Mande.
And thank you, Jiva Bhavana Prabhu, for your very beautiful seva.
Pandava Pranam. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Mande.
Krishna Deva Bhavantam Mande.
Krishna Deva Bhavantam Mande. Krishna 2 pages back, page 341. Well, from 343 to 341. 2 page numbers back, 1 page flip back. We need to reconcile these things. Jayo Radhe, Jayo Jayo Madhava Rite.
So now we will sing, call out in Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam,
which Devotee Prabhu has already posted. I think he knows the order, so it's gonna all be there.
What page is it by heart? Don't look, don't look.
Page...
No, by heart.
I don't remember.
289, Sucharu Bhaktra Mandalam. Then Radha Kripakataksha Stavaraja page 285. Then Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam page
290.
Very good. 2 burpees and 73.5 points.
That would go for a smokeless environment. There's a lot of smoke in the air.
Yes, we discovered a friend that it wasn't all.
Whoa. Anyway, there was a lot of smoke in the air.
There's a lot of smoke in the air and a lot of monkeys on the roof. Sorry. The weather is changing. It's becoming more cold and humid, so it changes the temper of the harmonium. So it's
We have a lot of technical difficulties.
what to do. No, it went a whole like two microtones out. So Sucharu Mandalam 289. Sucharu Mandalam Sukarnarajakundalam Suchachitalajandanam Namami Nandanandanam Sudibhanetra Pankajam Shikishikandamurbhajam Ananga Koti Namami Nandanandanam Sudasikandramohitam Sachandradhantapankitam Navamudam Vajitam Namami Nandanandanam Karena Venuranjitam Pratikarindraganjitam Yugulapita Shobhanam Namami Nandanandanam Vivangadeha Sundaram Nakharyutishuddhakaram Amulyaratmadushanam Namami Nandanandanam Sugandhayam Rashorabham Murodihajikoshubham Surachivatsalanjanam Namami Nandanandanam Vrindavanam Sundaram Vilasanudavasasam Surendra-garbhamochanam Namami Nandanandanam Vrajandalachunayakam Sada Sutopradayakam Jagannanaparodhanam Namami Nandanandanam Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam Patebhya Śradhayambitam Tare Bhavātindushvaram Labhetadandriyutam Namami Nandanandanam Namami Nandanandanam Namami Nandanandanam Namami Nandanandanam Namami Nandanandanam. Page 285. 285. Munindra Brinda Vandite. Munindra Brinda Vandite Triloka Shobhaharini
Now to Damodarāṣṭakam, page 290, and Kishori Mohan Prabhu is trying to light a ghee lamp on behalf of all of us to Damodar. There we go. Okay, page 290.
Anand
Is the normal internet working?
It should be. You have to get up and do it. I don't know how.
Excuse me?
I'm so
Just be a
sorry.
moment.
My internet is running out, so we're changing.
Very strange. Just bear with us a moment.
I thought you got 12.
Yeah, it should be working, but... Radhe Radhe, are we there? Hare Krishna? Testing, testing. Now I have no way of knowing.
1 minute.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Rupan Guru Varga ki jai, Prabhupada Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Hare Purushottam Shachinandana Gaura Hari ki jai, Radha Bihari Guru ki jai, Radha Bhaju ki jai, Giriraj Mahārāja ki jai, Harinama Sankirtan ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nitya Gaura Premanande Hari Hari. Thank you.
Keep a close eye on it.
All right. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Nama Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Śrīmad Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Namine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedānta Swamine Namine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girin Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam. First of all, I offer my Dandava Pranam thousands of times in the dust of the lotus feet of our beloved Gurudev, Nitya Lila Pravishta Vishnupad, Ashtotar Shri Śrīmad Śrī Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja. In the same thousands of Dandava Pranam in the dust of the lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishta Vishnupad, Ashtotar Shri Śrīmad Śrī Bhaktivedānta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada. And also on this day, the auspicious occasion of the anniversary of the appearance of Śrīla Bhakti-Rakshak Śrīdār Gosvāmī Mahārāja in this world, I offer my Dandava Pranam to him thousands of times in the dust of his lotus feet, and also to all of our Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga, and to all Vaishnavas past, present, and future, including all of you who are present with us today. I offer my Dandava Pranam.
Dandava Pranam, dear Vaishnavas, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Shyam.
Radhe Radhe Shyam. So today is the anniversary of the auspicious appearance day of Śrīla Bhakti-Rakshak Śrīdār Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Śrīla Bhakti-Rakshak Śrīdār Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki jai.
Do you want to keep this over there in case you want to show it again?
Okay. Open.
Well, no one can see it. Okay. But it's open.
Okay. Can you, it's focused again. So as we spoke on the auspicious occasion of the disappearance of Śrīla Narottam Das Thakur, to remember the Vaishnavas, to remember Gurudev, to remember Bhagavan, to remember these three, it is extremely auspicious. Not only auspicious, but it also removes thousands and millions of lifetimes worth of anarthas, because they are transcendental personalities. They are not mundane or ordinary mortals like us conditioned souls in this world. And when I'm saying us, I'm referring to this body, this mind, this intelligence, and this false ego, because I don't know where anyone else is at. But you can all feel your own pulses and assess where you feel you're at. So our Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he has explained that the greatest offense or the greatest aparad to Sri Harinam Prabhu is to consider Sri Guru, who is not different than the pure Vaishnava. Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru are like the same. Diksha Guru is called Krishner Roop, the form of Krishna, and Shiksha Guru is known as Krishner Svarup. Swarup means own form, literally, but it also means nature or qualities. So, technically, according to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is no difference between the two. All pure Vaishnavas are our Shiksha Gurus. So our Shiksha Gurus would be the transcendental God brothers of our Gurudev, or any Vaishnava who is on that level, like our Gurudev or our Guru Varga. They may not be our Diksha Guru, but they will be our Shiksha Guru. And the function of the Shiksha Guru is to basically help to propel us forward on the path of Diksha. What is Diksha? Śrīla Jiva Gosvāmī and other Vaishnavas have explained Divyam Jnanam Kshapayati iti Diksha. Divyam Jnana means the gradual awakening of transcendental knowledge. Divya means divine and Gyan means knowledge. What is that knowledge? It is the awakening of our relationship with Krishna. How we will love and serve our eternal beloved. How will we attain to perfection within that relationship? Our Sanatana Dharma, or our intrinsic eternal function, our eternal nature, which is loving service to Krishna. That is Divyam Jnanam. And Ksha means Kshapayati. Kshapayati means, and the natural, automatic, subsequent, spontaneous, and also endeavored removal of anarthas, everything which is unfavorable to the awakening or the attainment of that goal. So Diksha is not just the time when Sri Guru gives us mantras, but actually the process begins from the first drop of Charanamrita we received, or the first time we heard a kirtan in the street, and it might not even be in this lifetime, because that process of awakening can happen over thousands of lifetimes, gradually. But there is a formal circumstance known as Guru giving Diksha mantras. So we say, yes, I received Diksha mantras, but what is Diksha? From the moment any Vaishnava starts to awaken something within us, that's the beginning of our awakening of transcendental knowledge. And as that is awakening, as the light is manifesting inside, Krishna Surya Sama, Krishna is like the sun. So Krishna is manifesting in our heart. And as the sun of Krishna is rising, then automatically Maya, Hai, Andakar, all darkness, all illusion, all of that which is not reality begins to dissipate from the heart. So to glorify, to remember, to endeavor to praise the pure devotees of the Lord, this is extremely auspicious for us. Without doing so, without remembering their qualities, their pastimes, and the lessons within their life, especially their teachings, the teachings that the pure Vaishnavas are giving, without remembering these, without receiving that, we would be in so much more darkness and illusion. Even Krishna himself was not satisfied that I appeared and performed so many wonderful pastimes in Vrindavan, so many wonderful pastimes in Mathura and Dwarka. He was not satisfied. He showed, look at what beautiful pastimes I'm performing. All of you should come and join my sweet pastimes. But then he realized, this is told in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. I've showed them my sweetness, but I haven't showed them how to enter. So again he came in a very beautiful, magnanimous, magnificent form. Does anyone know the verse? There's so many verses. I will tell one. Namo Mahavaranyaya. This means the supremely munificent, who is bestowing that most rare and valuable treasure. Krishna Prema Pradayate. He is giving or awakening Krishna Prem in all. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. I'm offering my pranam to that person, that golden complexion person who is known as Krishna Chaitanya. So even Krishna himself wanted to come and give something. He's tasting the bhavs, the moods of love and affection that Srimati Radhika is experiencing for Krishna. Krishna wants to know what that's like. But as he's tasting that, he's not satisfied only experiencing that alone. He also has another function. Raga maga bhakti loke korite pracharan. To preach, to share with the world the experience of spontaneous love for Krishna in the wake of the moods of the Brajabasis, especially in the wake of the moods of the Braja Gopis, especially those who are serving Srimati Radhika, because he is experiencing her bhavs, her moods of love and affection for Krishna. So Krishna himself was not satisfied, and he came to show by his own example how to enter into that path of devotion, that one can make their way, or that one can be carried to Krishna's service in Vrindavan. So what to speak of that? All of those who are coming in his line also have that kind of mood, that mood of intense, deep compassion. Also included within that is their intense humility. They're showing by their own practice that this is the process. If you want to attain to the goal of your Atma, your soul, then you follow this process. Enter into the crying school of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Cry for Krishna, and you will attain Krishna. You should always chant the names of Krishna. Follow Krishna's instructions. Tell everyone you meet about Krishna. Always focus constantly on Krishna. So Srila Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdāra Gosvāmī Mahārāja was one of these great personalities who appeared in this world as an assistant, an eternal assistant of his Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada. Our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Goswami Mahārāja explains that anyone should be glorified, any Vaishnava or any great personality should be glorified in terms of the relationship or the service or the nishta that they have in their Gurudev, how they have served their Gurudev. This is real glorification. Some persons have tagged the word Dev into his name. You might have seen it, and many devotees say it, Śrīdār Dev Goswami. However, according to the rules of sannyas, a sannyas name would be Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdhar Maharaj. So Goswami is there as an honorific title, meaning one who has completely controlled their senses. This is Goswami, master of the senses. But this addition of the word Dev, our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Goswami Maharaj didn't like it because it's basically stating that he came from a Brahmin family. And so you're taking someone who has gone beyond all of the realms of the, you say, mundane nature of this body. When one accepts sannyas, technically they are dead to the world. Means they used to sign a death certificate when one would take sannyas, that you no longer belong to this world. You are free now to only do what? Follow the nature of the Atma, which is to not only develop, but to share love and affection for Krishna. So to superimpose that you are this, of this caste, this actually is, how do you say, a reverse or an under glorification. So our Srila Gurudev didn't appreciate that. So I'm just sharing that with all of you. He preferred that we would call him, like we call all of our other Guru Varga, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedānta Swami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdāra Goswami Maharaj, like this. So I just wanted to share that with you. He's no ordinary personality. He was extremely brilliant, extremely intelligent. It is said that he was actually going to law school at the time when Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada's preaching was beginning to manifest. Our Param Gurudev Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, our Gurudev said, was perhaps the first pracharak of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, the first preacher. Gurudev said there was no one senior to him, except for maybe Sarojini Devi, his aunt, I think it was his mother's sister. But at that time, there weren't so many devotees. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada's mission was just beginning to take off. And at that time, he did the unimaginable. What did he do? He extracted the cream of society. The cream. The top of the most intelligent young persons who had the capacity to really be the future leaders of not only Bengal, but of India. And at that time, so many were absorbed in fighting for Indian independence. And very easily, through the medium of Shastra and through his brilliant steadfastness in sharing and teaching, and with his own nishta in the teachings of Mahaprabhu and Krishna, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada was able to pull so many of these very young, brilliant, super intelligent, very qualified persons into his fold and inject them all with this mood of following and sharing the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdāra Gosvāmī Mahārāja was one of his most brilliant stars. How brilliant? Our Srila Prabhupada, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedānta Swami Prabhupada, when asked at the end of his physical presence in this world, if we have any questions, philosophical questions, who can we go to for reconciliation? At that time, he said, you can go to my godbrother, Śrī Dāmodara. What a powerful and amazing personality. Srila Prabhupada actually spent 7 years, well, actually he lived for 7 years with our Srila Prabhupada in Benares, in Varanasi. And our Srila Prabhupada was hosting Vaishnavas. He would arrange pandal programs for so many of his godbrothers who would come through at that time. So he was one of those personalities who was actually putting his money where his mouth is. Recently there was a conversation how much money somebody should utilize of their income toward Krishna, and our Srila Prabhupada was using so much of what he had for engaging all others in being able to hear from those who could speak about Krishna. So he was definitely supporting that. So Srila Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdāra Mahārāja was very close to him, so much so that he had spoken that I see him as my own Shiksha Guru. So what to speak of the benefit that anyone else can receive from his association. So much so that our Srila Prabhupada was begging him when he was in Mayapur that you should come and stay with me and live with me so that I would have someone to discuss these deeper subject matters with. One time Prabhupada was with him in his room in Mayapur for quite some time, hours, and they were discussing so many things. And afterwards, the devotees, they were very eager. What were you discussing? What were you talking about? And Srila Prabhupada said it was so high that you would faint to hear it. In other words, you wouldn't be able to even digest it. You would simply faint. It was so high. So he was able to have this kind of conversation with Srila Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdāra Mahārāja. When he came to the mutt, first his name was, what was it? Ramananda. And he had a great affinity toward the teachings of Rai Ramananda. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada engaged him in so many services. But one of the very first experiences that Srila Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdāra Mahārāja had when he came to the mutt, it was quite interesting. He was at that time considered a new boy. Although he might have been a little bit more senior in age, but still he had come freshly to the mutt. And he had heard something that was quite interesting to him. It was coming up upon Janmashtami day. And he had heard that on Janmashtami, Krishna is born or manifests in the heart of the pure devotee. And so at that time, all of the devotees who were present, they accepted that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada is the pure devotee. So Srila Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdāra Mahārāja, he was really eager to somehow be near where Krishna was going to manifest on his appearance day. Because on the appearance day of any personality, it's not like a birthday of any other person, right? If it's my birthday here, now we have Facebook, but I mean, whether someone says happy birthday or not, it's no big deal. But on the appearance day of any transcendental personality, they somehow, according to our Guru Varga, there's a reason we follow and observe these days. Because they are present within those days and they are giving extra mercy. According to Vedic custom, on one's birthday, what do? They don't take and take, they give. And because these personalities have manifested in this world, for what purpose? For our benefit, they are giving. And what do they have to give? Nothing material, nothing mundane, no poisonous thing of this world. Like our Srila Gurudev said, don't ask me for poison, I cannot give it to you. That means any kind of mundane material enjoyment of this world. I cannot give it to you, I will not give it to you. If you want it, you can go get it yourself, purchase it yourself, take it yourself, and deal with the consequences. But I cannot give it to you. What is in the heart of the pure devotee? Tamara hridaya sada Govinda Vishram. Krishna, Govinda, is always resting, residing within the hearts of the sadhus. Why? Because they are akinchan and nishkinchan. They have nothing that they want except to please Krishna. And they have no material desires. They don't have anything crowding that space. Only Krishna is there. Because of that, Srila Bhakti Kamam Govinda Mahārāja said that Krishna's ears are burning because everyone is praying to Krishna. Oh God, please, please, let Trump win, let Biden win, let this happen, let that happen, stop this hoax, stop that, do that, give me money, give me that, and Krishna's ears are going, and he just wants a peaceful place to go and rest. Where is the peaceful place? In the heart of the sadhu. They don't need anything, they don't want anything, except to give Krishna what is favorable and pleasing to him. So Krishna can rest there very nicely. So Tumara Hridaya Sada Govinda Vishram. Krishna, Govinda, is residing within the hearts of the sadhus. So Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj decided, okay, then I want to be near where he's going to manifest. Because we understand, according to Shastra, that Krishna doesn't just manifest anywhere. He reserves the right to be seen. He says in Bhagavad Gita, I reserve the right to be seen. I cannot be seen by everyone. Or we might see him, but we wouldn't recognize him. But he can only be known and seen as he is, in truth, through the eyes of love and affection. Bhaktya tvananyaya sakya aham eve vidorjana gyatum drashtum chatatvena praveshtum chaparantapa. That only through undivided love and devotion. So where is Krishna always manifesting? In that place where he says, they are my life and soul. The heart of the Vaishnava, the heart of his pure devotee. So Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj made his way up to the floor where Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada was residing. And Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada was in his room. So Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, that time Ramananda Prabhu, sat outside near the door just waiting, hoping to feel even a semblance. You know, like if you're near the ocean and maybe some wave crashes and you feel some of the humidity, maybe the cool breeze that comes off of that. So he was just sitting outside praying for that. Oh, very soon at midnight, Krishna will manifest in the heart of the pure devotee. This kind of simple faith he had in the pure devotee. And from that kind of mood, he developed such strong faith in, of course, Sri Guru, in the Vaishnavas, in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, that he and Radha and Krishna, that they became his life and soul. He was so brilliant, so qualified, so educated, that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada gave him the title Bhakti Rakshak. We should understand that just because a word looks like something else, we should understand it doesn't mean anything else. There was one person who said, hey, this word scares me because it looks like another word. I said, no, Rakshak means who protects. Who protects. So Rakshak, Bhakti Rakshak means who protects the line of Bhakti. And I believe it was Śrīla Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosvāmī Mahārāja. He said, Śrī Rūpānuga Bhakti Rakshak. He's the protector of the line of Rūpānuga Bhakti. So Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada was very confident that Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdhar Gosvāmī Mahārāja would protect this line, his teachings, and would keep them intact. This is a very great honor if one's Gurudev feels this confident in them and they maintain that. Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdhar Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he maintained that and was always preaching the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as it has come down to us through the line of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad. Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdhar Maharaj was very, very careful how he presented everything from the beginning all the way to the highest conceptions. The highest conceptions. And although he presented all of them, he was very expert in how he presented it. I always felt personally that the teachings of Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada were like the tsunami coming in. You know the tsunami, when it comes in, you see that wave and it's coming in and you're like, oh my God, what's happening? The alarms start going off. How powerful, how strong he is. And you see it. It's a complete affront on Maya. Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdhar Maharaj, he considered himself, what is the word he used? A back-pushing man. He wasn't out on the forefront physically doing all of that. You can say forceful tsunami incoming wave preaching. But if you look at his works, if you look at his words, his classes, his teachings, it is all so perfectly digested. Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he is like the tsunami wave pulling out. He had such a kind of way of presenting Krishna consciousness that he would disarm you. Oh, wow. What an amazing conception. So brilliant, so deep, such great philosophy, so sweet. But everything was infused with Bhakti Siddhanta. And so in that disarming way, you might go to embrace it, but what happens when the wave is mixing on the land and then pulls back out? That's how I see Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdhar Maharaj. It's kind of surprising. You don't know what happened to you. But he spoke to your heart and then poof, pulls you back out into that ocean. What is really that ocean? That is the ocean of Gaur Prem. Always Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdhar Goswami Maharaj, you could hear in his classes, even in between when he would finish any concept or finish speaking something, then he would just say, Gaur Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol, like this. So, if you see any of the lecture books that they've compiled of Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdhar Maharaj, he speaks so much about everything, from beginning to end. And anything that anyone needs at that point, their level, to be able to progress, they can tap into that Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdhar Maharaj resource. He speaks about our intrinsic nature, the soul, and how we are in this material world. Today I shared something and I entitled it Breaking News, and Facebook wanted me to advertise because I was typing in breaking news. But Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdhar Maharaj said there's so much news of this world, so many things that so many people think are so important. And he said, there's only one real main news of this world. This is the realm of death. Everything is coming to literally take us and digest us. Take us and cycle us, recycle us. These material conceptions and material bodies into the next, into the next, into the next. That is the news of this world. Padam padam yadvi padam natesham, that there is danger at every step. At every step, every moment, every single thing of this world is going to be recycled. We don't know how much time we have. So really, all of that information, he said, it's not important. I'm very sad these days to see that so many devotees who at one time were such prominent preachers of the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, are engaging so much of their energy and time in sharing all of this other information. And you know they're just sitting behind their computer or at some random place, at some place in the world, choosing what to believe and what not to believe, and then presenting it as if it's absolute truth. And all it is distracting all of the jivas of this world from their true wealth. The para upakar. What is that supreme wealth? So Srila Bhaktivedānta Sri Maharaj is telling what that supreme wealth is. He said, Krishna. Everyone should be giving Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Chant the names of Krishna. Remember Krishna. We don't know how much time we have. All of these things of this material world, all of these sufferings and struggles have always been going on forever. Even our Srila Prabhupada said, they were asking him about wars and things like that. And he said, wars have always been there. Wars will always be there. The best thing to do is to get out of this material world as soon as possible. And what is the process? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is the process. So Srila Bhaktivedānta Sri Maharaj, I'm going to read it to you. He said, everyone is rushing into the jaws of death. This is the sum total of the news of this world. It is the only news. Every second, everyone is entering the jaws of death. This is the real problem, nothing else. The whole problem, if summarized, will come to this, that every second, every atom here is entering into the jaws of death. This is the great and only danger in the world. And Krishna says a little progress on this path can save one from the greatest danger. Our Srila Prabhupada explains in the purport, the greatest danger is re-entering into this samsara, this bondage, this cycle of repeated birth, disease, old age, and death. So all other talks are irrelevant to the real problems of life. Try to help them from entering into the jaws of death. This is the only problem in the whole world. Go forth and tell everyone about Krishna. Whatever you do, make them talk about Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Save yourself by, how can we save ourselves? Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. This is how we can save ourselves. And then prepare yourself for the highest goal. Whenever you meet anyone, wherever you meet anyone, only talk of Krishna. All other talks are irrelevant and redundant. Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Śrīla Gosvāmī Mahārāja, Śrī Guru and His Grace, Chapter 6. So this is very important instruction for devotees. And he gives so many, for everyone actually, but for devotees, that we should not focus our minds on the gramya katha of this world. We don't know what's going to happen in the next moment. We have no idea. Even if the entire world continues to go, something can hit us here or here in a moment. Anyone can have a stroke, anyone can have a heart attack, anyone can go in any way, and what will happen at that moment? My God, what was I doing with my time and my life? I lost my valuable opportunity. This human form of life is the only medium by which we can actually endeavor for perfection. And instead of using it for that purpose, what have I done with my time? Fie on me, fie on me. Srila Gurudev says that the sound of the bangles of the gopis and the sound of the churning of the pot of yogurt in the morning, when you hear that, the bangles clinking, chinking, and that boom, 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 he said it sounds like digdhan. Digdhan means, fie on me, what have I done? I've wasted this valuable time, this valuable human form of life, and all kinds of mundane arguments and pursuits. What have I done? Fie on me for not taking shelter of Krishna. So Srila Bhaktivedānta Sri Gosvāmī Mahārāja so many of the subjects that he speaks about, for me, they really talk to me deep inside. He speaks about the idea of the transcendental and the mundane, that the gross material lust of this world is the opposite extreme of the pure transcendental prema of the divine realm. The exact polar opposite. So from that perspective, he said, in this world, that exact polar opposite is making us want to be the enjoyers, making us want to be the controllers, want to be the exploiters. He called this material world the land of exploitation, and the transcendental realm the land of dedication. And so he would take these two and contrast them. Really, the difference, he said, like the North Pole and the South Pole, as far as you can get from one another. He said, in this material world, we are trying to exploit everything for our own sense pleasure. But really, if we want to enter that transcendental realm, then we will have to change that completely. That self-serving, exploitative tendency. We will have to change that. How? By coming into the association of Vaishnavas, of pure devotees, and developing humility. Trinadapi sunichena, tarorapi sahishnuna, amani namanadena, kirtaniya sadahari. He said humility is not some kind of mundane function, a material thing. That, oh yeah, Prabhu, yeah, you're so great and I'm so low, I'm lower than worm and stool, oh my God, like, let me touch your feet. Not that kind of thing. He said it's a real thing manifesting from the transcendental, and he explained, just as someone manifests a natural relationship toward their son where they're taking a superior position, and toward their father where they're taking an inferior position. So when you come into the association of those persons who are truly great, like our Guru Varga, the pure devotees, naturally we will take a subservient position. So bhakti is defined as being under the guidance of the pure devotee. It must be, otherwise it cannot really be bhakti. It is anugatya. Anugatya means under guidance. Then bhakti can manifest, it can awaken, right? Shri Guru Charana Padma, Kevala Bhakti Sadma. The only way to attain pure bhakti, Keval bhakti, is at the lotus feet of Shri Guru, the pure devotee. So Srila Bhaktivedānta Srila Mahārāja was explaining that humility can be developed naturally, and he called it transcendental humility, as a function of transcendence, by being in the association of those and taking shelter of those who are truly great. From that perspective, then we can begin to take shelter of Shri Harinam Prabhu. So he spoke about all of these things, but with such refinements, so eye-opening. When I just said eye-opening, at that moment I was remembering something that Srila Bhaktivedānta Srila Mahārāja said. He said when we went to Radha Kund, because yesterday was the appearance of Śrī Radhakund. What?
Gaudiya Vaishnavas don't say that, but many say that.
Say what?
That it was the appearance of Radhakund. I read that today.
Okay. So, but many of our Guru Varga did speak about this Bahulashtami, and yes. So, where was I? Radhakund. So Srila Bhaktivedānta Srila Mahārāja said when they went to Radha Kund with Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada on Parikrama, they noticed so many persons doing Dandavat Parikrama around Radha Kund. And some of the Vaishnavas who were present there were very amazed. Wow, look how much dedication and devotion they have. They're doing Dandavat Parikrama. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada acknowledged. He said, yes. Now I'm paraphrasing Srila Bhaktivedānta Srila Mahārāja. He said, yes, it is quite amazing to see, but their vision is not the same as our vision. Their vision, they are doing this parikrama because they see that Radhika is somehow related to Krishna. And because of her relation to Krishna, they are doing service to her. He said, our vision, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj is sharing what he heard from Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada at that time. And so I like to give things in context when I share things. Where is the source of this? Because some people think, oh, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada didn't speak like this, or Param Gurudev Bhakti Pradyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj didn't speak like this, or Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj didn't speak like this. But now you have Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj speaking like this, paraphrasing Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And so it puts things into perspective. And then you see it among all of the disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, that they've also understood this conception. So he said that their mood is different than ours. They only are doing this because she has some connection to Krishna. But we do this. We have he said that our connection to Krishna is only because he has connection to Radharani. So our focus is Srimati Radhika. And this is really the sum and substance of the teachings of our Rupanuga Guru Varga. Our final goal, our final destination, our final hope is Radha Dasyam, servitude to Srimati Radhika. And so I will just confirm that quickly in the words of Raghunath Das Goswami, where he starts in the verse Padabjayos Tabibina Varadasyameva. He says, Sakyayate Namanamostu Namostu Nityam. He's praying to Srimati Radhika. Again and again I offer pranam to the position of even being one of your sakhis, means a gopi of equal kind of status, standing, one of the gopis. But dasyayate mamarasostu rasostu satyam. The only taste I have is to be your dasi, your servant, your maidservant. This is what Raghunath Das Goswami is praying. And I wanted to mention him actually when we were at Gopinath Mandir, because Gopinath is Prayojan Tattva and Raghunath Das Goswami is our Prayojan Acharya. And he's showing us the path, the way. He's the best of the Rupanuga Bhaktas, the Rupanuga Vaishnavas. And he's showing us this path, this way. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, confirmed by Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, it said the only reason we have anything to do with him is because of his connection to Srimati Radhika. She is our everything, our Swamini. But there is no meaning to Radha without Krishna and no meaning to Krishna without Radhika. They come as a package. So you cannot neglect one over the other. Anyone who worships Krishna alone, Kevala Madhava Pujaye So Agyani, Bhaktivedānta Thakur is saying that their puja, their worship is ignorant. If they're just trying to worship him alone, they must understand that Shaktiman is never without Shakti. So Krishna and Radhika are always together eternally. So I know that I skipped ahead to that part. So many things Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj spoke about. Guru Tattva. My God. So many persons had so many questions for him. And they actually made a book from that. From all of these questions about Guru Tattva called Shri Guru and His Grace. And it's such a powerful, eye-opening book. I mean, I will recommend all of his books, all of the compilations of his lectures that have been presented. I would recommend all of them because they're so full of so much essential siddhanta, but in a very digestible way, where somehow because of the way he has presented these concepts so carefully and so holistically and so completely, they're able to penetrate even the stone-like hearts of personalities such as myself. It's quite amazing to witness that somehow it's able to penetrate a little bit. Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, when he was speaking about Guru Tattva, he presented everything in such a way that he even accommodated and harmonized for those personalities who might not have been on the highest level. And he needed to show what is important. So he was also very practical. Sometimes it might be necessary for a little bit of a compromise in order so that the big thing is not disrupted. Srila Bhaktivedānta Sri Mahārāja had a way of reconciling and harmonizing that I have not seen in most. He saw everything from so many different perspectives, or he shared with us. I will not say that it was only him that saw it. All those who are transcendental and pure are able to see all of these conceptions from every angle. But his presentation was unique to himself. And so he was able to hold these gems and look at them from all different angles and present them in such ways, and then step back a little bit, step back more, focus maybe closer, and look at it from so many different perspectives that we would develop such a holistic appreciation for the conceptions, not only for the tattvas, but also for the rasas. Tattva meaning foundational, essential principles, and rasa meaning the experience of tastes, relishing between Krishna and his devotees. So this is rasa, but the tattva is the foundational principle by which rasa itself plays upon. So he was able to present it in such a way that it was very tasteful and also very penetrating. It would manifest itself deeply within the hearts of all of those who would read it in such a way that even though he never went outside of India, and for so many years, due to his physical condition, he stayed in the mutt, in Navadvip. Still, thousands and thousands and thousands of people all over the world were deeply touched, deeply and moved by his brilliant explanations. And by reading from him, one can gain a deeper understanding into the works of our Gurudev, the works of our Param Gurudev, the works of Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and all of our Guru Varga. As I told you, he's like the digested understanding. And so it's very beautiful and helpful to read from him. I remember many years ago I read one book of his, Subjective Evolution of Consciousness. And he was actually bringing the reader subjectively into their own evolution of consciousness, which I found quite amazing. Somehow, even in his speech was almost like similarly poetic as his poems. And he was able to carry the reader through his own speaking in their own evolution of consciousness. From that, he gave me a gift. I would say it's a gift. What was that gift? You know how we tend to, as humans, grade everyone equally. Okay, we're all humans, so then you have a responsibility to behave like me, because you have a body which is similar to mine. When Srila Bhakti-Rakshak Sri Maharaj would present, he would present it in such a way that we could understand that every single personality is a makeup of their own karma on the outside. And therefore they have their natures, and those natures are quite difficult to shift. We may have experienced that some persons, no matter how much you do for them or how nice you are or whatever, they might have the tendency of stabbing you in the back again and again and again. You're like, why? Why are they doing this? And then you become upset and completely disturbed. Why is this happening? But if we look at it from that higher perspective, that each individual is on their own path, which is subjective, and their own evolution of consciousness, then you can look at it almost like, okay, so a lion just attacked an animal in the forest. Are we going to criticize the lion for that? Or is that its nature? It's his nature. So you'd feel sorry for the other animal, but, the lion was behaving according to his nature. He couldn't help himself. If you apply that idea onto those who are in these bodies, human bodies, it may be that certain persons just cannot control their nature, and their nature is not the same. Krishna talks about so many different kinds of natures and levels within society and even within the human forms. So from that perspective, then Srila Bhakti-Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj would frequently speak on one subject called the environment is always favorable. Which, it's really difficult for me, but it's still true. It's a hard pill to swallow, that everything that's going on, whatever is happening around me, is something that I have brought unto myself, knowingly or unknowingly, whether in this life or from previous lifetimes. I have brought this situation, I have brought myself into this situation. And this is confirmed in Shastra. Śrīmad Bhagavatam, Brahma, in his prayers to Krishna, after Krishna completely shattered his ego, because Brahma stole the boys, the cowherd boys and the calves, and then he saw that Krishna was there playing with all the boys and calves, and he was like, what? And then Krishna manifested all of these Nārāyaṇa forms from all of these, and Brahma was like, oh my God, literally. Complete Aishwarya manifestation. And in those prayers, Brahma is saying, Tatte nukampam susamikshamano bhunjana evakma kritam vipakam hridbhagva purbhir vidadan namaste jiveta yo mukti pade sadaya bhak. Tatte nukampam susamikshamano. He's saying that that person who understands and accepts that whatever is coming to them is the result of their own activities. That is called karma. I have done something, now something is coming to repay me. A debt has come to repay me. That person who understands that, or a higher perspective, whatever is coming to me, this is the mercy of Krishna. Allow me, or to help me to always remember him. Like Kunti Devi, she prays, please send these calamities again and again, so that I can remember you, so that we can call for you, and so that we will have your darshan. Otherwise, I'm simply absorbed in too much absorption in my Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta, and Shri. My four main disqualifications: my high birth, my wealth, my education, and my bodily beauty. These four disqualifications for bhakti. So please send these calamities again and again and again. This is the mood of a devotee, that they always want to remember Krishna and never forget him. So, in this verse, Tattenu kampam susamikshamano, Brahma, he is praying and telling that if anyone has this understanding, this mood, whatever is coming to me is either a debt coming to repay me, or more than that, the mercy of Krishna. And so they accept it, okay? Let me not fight back against the environment. What should I do instead? Hrid, Bhag, Vapurbir, Vidadan Namaste. Hrid means by heart. Bhag means by words. Vapu means by body. Vidadan Namaste, offering everything at the lotus feet of Krishna. For that person, Brahma is saying, they have already Jiveta yo mukti pade sadaya bhak. They have already they are already liberated, basically. They have already attained the state of liberation. So from this perspective, then you can kind of understand how the environment is always favorable. It doesn't feel favorable, but if you have done something and you get an instantaneous reaction for it, at least you will be able to accept it, right? If you get really angry at something and you punch the wall as hard as you can. Here we have brick walls. What will happen to your hand? It'll break or get pretty messed up. So who are we going to blame? The wall? You got in my way? No, we'll be like, oh my God, why did I do that? I'm so foolish. I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? I should have controlled myself. So I have done something and I have felt the instantaneous reaction. But karma is not always the instantaneous reaction. It might be a little delayed. It comes when it needs to come. To the extent that we have enjoyed, to that extent we will suffer. To the extent that we have caused others to suffer, to that extent we will suffer. So many different things, balancing acts. Whatever is coming to me, okay, let it come. What did Mahārāja Ambarish do? Durvasa became angry at him, ripped out one of his dreadlocks, threw it at the ground, and, sorry, did I say Ambarish Maharaj? Did I say Ambarish Maharaj? Ambarish Maharaj, Durvasa became angry with him, ripped out one of his dreadlocks, threw it at the ground, manifested a massive fire demon named Kacha, and ordered him, you should kill Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj didn't go, ah! Ambarish Maharaj said, okay, come get me. He didn't say, come get me, but whatever is the will of the Lord, whatever is meant to happen, I will accept. This must be my karma coming to get me. Hare Krishna. In Śrīmad Bhagavatam, it says, Sabai Mana Krishna Pada. Is the devotee of Krishna, and his mind is always absorbed in serving the lotus feet of Krishna. Sabai Mana Krishna Padaravindayo. So, immediately at that time, because he was a soul completely surrendered to Krishna, nothing could touch him. Nothing could touch him. Why? Because the Lord is bound by his devotees. And he is the protector of and the maintainer of his exclusive devotees. So I'm using the word exclusive because sometimes people pretend to be on that level when they're not. And then they get themselves into big trouble. Like, you just shouldn't close your eyes while you're driving down the highway at full speed. That would be stupidity. And, basically dare Krishna to protect you at that moment, your body or something like that. That's foolishness. Or you know that there's a lion or a tiger in the jungle and you just go and jump in front of them. That's not intelligent. But in the case where, Nikashipu was trying to kill Prahlad, or Durvasa was trying to kill Ambarish Maharaj, Rakshishyatiti Vishvaso Goptritve Varanam Tata. Oh Krishna, you are my protector, you are my maintainer. Whatever you like, whatever is your will, let it be done. Hare Krishna. So at that time, Nārayaṇa sent his chakra. And his chakra killed that fire demon and then went after Durvasa. So that's a whole other story. But I'm just sharing this in terms of the environment is always favorable. Right now, so many people are in a situation that is called lockdown. What are we doing with our lockdown time? Well, we know what we're doing. We're coming together to remember the glories of Srila Bhakti-Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj today and his teachings, and every day to do kirtan, to see Thakurji, to read Damodarāṣṭakam, or to go to the holy places. But it is so easy to become distracted. What can happen at such a time? We can choose what we want to do. You can be in lockdown and choose to just become absorbed in the politics of this world, which are only adding so much distress. Or some persons might choose, wow, I've never tried it before. Maybe I have an opportunity, being locked down for so many hours every day, to try chanting 64 rounds a day. Some people may be taking that opportunity. That, wow, I've been given this amazing opportunity. What am I going to do with it? Okay, can we do something? If you look right now, how many devotees are sharing online? It's like amazing. So many are doing Braj Mandal Parikrama. So many are sharing so many different things about Krishna and kirtans and everything. More than ever before. More than ever before. So,
we did a normal program today.
Right. So, I'm just speaking about how the environment is always favorable. We might be looking at it from one perspective going, oh my God. Some people would be like, oh no, there's a massive pandemic and disease coming. And they might be concerned about that. Or others might be going, oh, well, there's a massive hoax coming. And they may be concerned about that. or the government is trying to repress us and suppress us, and they'll be concerned about that. But really all of it, from the perspective of a devotee, should be an opportunity to remember and focus more on Krishna. This is the opportunity it presents. And so if we look at it from that perspective, then we can say, yes, this environment is favorable. And it's all just a test for our final test. That at the very end of our lives, instead of being so enamored by all of the different kinds of things of this world, we may be able to find in our heart, our words, and everything on Krishna. So Srila Bhakti-Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, he spoke a lot about this conception of accepting what is in the environment. And also he spoke about faith, a lot about faith, in such a way as to really explain holistically what it is. It's not just a belief. Faith is not a belief, not spiritual faith. In the material world, we have beliefs. Yeah, I believe in Krishna, and then somebody says something or does something or breaks our heart, and then we go, oh, I don't believe in Krishna anymore. Well, that's not really faith. Faith is the first particle of prem, which means faith is a function of the divine. Shraddha is the first particle of prem, manifesting in one's heart, which awakens or manifests by the association of the devotees, especially the pure devotees of the Lord. So he has, what is in the Sermons of the Guardian of Devotion, there is a beautiful lecture which he's speaking about the success of faith. The success of faith. And really he's talking about not giving up under any circumstance. You know, a lot of times you see any great stalwarts, the big ones, gurus, sannyasis, this or that, and then they have some big, massive disruption in their spiritual life. And then we hear so many people go, man, if they can't do it, why bother trying? That kind of mood can come up, and it does. That's why it's so imperative that if anyone takes a position of responsibility, that they hold to it very strictly, very strongly, and represent properly, because Krishna says, whatever the big people do, the common follow. So if the big pure person falls, then the common also follow the fall. So from that perspective, he said that we must persevere. We should take hold, we should take care and march. We are in a war, actually. What war? It's a war against the material energy. And what is our weapon? The same as Mahaprabhu's weapon. Krishna Varnam Tasha Krishnam Sangopanga Ashtra Parshadam Yagyai Sankirtana. The ashtra, or the weapon, is Sankirtan Yagya. And Sankirtan means either chanting on the streets, or distributing books, or hearing Harikatha, or sharing Harikatha, or whoever you meet, tell them about Krishna. Wherever you go, share Krishna. Sankirtan, and especially to be in the association of the pure devotees and doing kirtan together. Sangha Kirtan, Sankirtan. So, this Sankirtan, this is the weapon, the special weapon in this Kali Yuga, to kill the demonic tendencies within the individuals, all individuals, including ourselves, and to awaken the devotee. Everyone inside is a devotee. Everyone. Jivera Surupa Hoy, Krishner Nitya Das. All are devotees. Most or many don't know it, but it can be awakened by the power of the holy name. And if you're not allowed to go outside, still that vibration will continue. That vibration will continue. So, Srila Bhakti-Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj was talking about the success of faith. He said so many big stalwarts may fall, but still we should take shelter of those who are like-minded, those who are of that same goal, who want that same destination, who are trying to attain that same special destination of Radha Dasyam, who are persevering. Take shelter of those and continue the march forward. It might be that from time to time, anyone who might not even be qualified will instantly be placed in the position. Now you're the general. Now direct and go. And then poof, he said great generals like Bhishma and Drona will fall flat on the battlefield. But we must not give up. We must not give up. And then of course, Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdāra Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Something that really touched me. I think it touches a lot of us. Sudevi, do you remember that? Sons of Nectar? Do you have it available?
Well, while you're speaking, I'll get it.
Okay. So, one thing special about Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdāra Mahārāja. When Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada was about to depart from this world, although Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdāra Mahārāja was not known particularly for being a very expert kirtaniya or singer, still Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada called him, that I want to hear him sing. And what was he singing at the time of the departure of Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, or just before that? Shri Rupa Manjari Pada, Se Mor Sampada, Se Mor Bhajana Pujan. This is the goal, the aspiration, the hope in everything. This kind of personality, Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada wanted to hear that kirtan. The kirtan from that heart, which was touching the heart of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada in such a way. He wanted to hear that highest kirtan, our main goal, our aspiration in everything. That was by Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdāra Mahārāja. I read from him just recently, today, and he was speaking about how he never wanted to create any disruption or disturbance. If anyone would come to him, he would always try to reconcile everything harmoniously, even among his god brothers. He was very soft, very gentle. In fact, years ago, I have to share this. So it was actually through him that we were able to come to our Srila Gurudev via my father, Mittaladish Prabhu, my late father. We were working in Seattle, and my father over the years had been trying to encourage me to read that book, Sri Guru and His Grace, just so that I would have some kind of foundational idea in what is Guru and what is the necessity for Guru. And I was literally denser than a brick, and it just wasn't interesting me to even read it. I just kind of wanted to follow what I thought I knew. And he was always kind of, just read it. Do me a favor and read that book. Do me a favor. You know, always like that. But one day he gave us a transcript. And in that transcript, some devotees were asking Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdāra Mahārāja questions. And he was answering them according to Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra, and also what would be practically beneficial for everyone. And they were pressuring and pressuring and pressuring. And as we were reading through the transcripts, we saw that how he was just trying to serve, and he didn't want anything for himself. It's not like he was making money or disciples or anything. He was just doing the best he could to help, to serve. And they were harassing him and harassing him so much. And he said, I'm tired now. Can you please just let me rest, and then we can continue tomorrow? But they wouldn't let him, and they just kept harassing him. So much so, and you can actually, was it a recording? Voice recording? He started weeping and started crying. Please just leave me alone for now, please. Because suddenly, like, they turned the tables and started trying to blame him for everything. And he was just like, I'm just trying to do my best to help. Please just let me rest. And at that point, Sudevi got very defensive about Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdāra Mahārāja. How can they do this to him? Not even the fact that he was a great personality, but just an elderly person who was begging, please just let me rest a little and we can continue tomorrow. just that much, she became very defensive. That how dare they treat him like this? You can tell by his demeanor and everything. He was so respectful, so kind, so gentle, so soft. And it was like, wow, it was like fire coming at him. And he began to weep. And so from that, mamata developed, this possessive mood. Hey, don't mistreat my person like that. And of course, as Gurudev told me, I should follow her. So I also became quite upset about that. And from that, we began to appreciate Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. And then from there, we began to appreciate that there are other Vaishnavas outside of our box that might also be bona fide and qualified and pure. And within a very short time of that, we met our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Maharaj. And we were able to appreciate Vaishnavas within and outside of our group. We began to amazingly appreciate Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, so many different Vaishnavas that we wouldn't have had access to or even appreciation to previously. And we found it came through the mercy of Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. So, time is getting late. Amazing. So, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, he's also presented some beautiful books. So many beautiful books. This is the golden volcano of divine love about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Another one called The Search for Sri Krishna, Reality the Beautiful. And another one called Loving Search for the Lost Servant. Search for Sri Krishna, the Reality the Beautiful, is based on the journey of Gop Kumar, going to perfection. He's making his search that way. But that search is not happening in one direction. That search is coming in both directions. So the other book was called Loving Search for the Lost Servant. And it's presented in such a beautiful and tasteful, delectable way. It's almost like the way it moves you. It creates anticipation and excitement. And part of this book, Sri Krishna Search for Sri Krishna, Reality the Beautiful, he gives so much inspiration in there. And so he's speaking about this word, Om. So he says, the Vedas say, oh, you sons of nectar. That means all jivas, sons of nectar, children of nectar, sons of the nectarine sea. Please listen to me. You were born in nectar. You were born to taste nectar, and you must not allow yourselves to be satisfied by anything but nectar. So this is a very prominent instruction of the Vedas, which figures prominently within the teachings of Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Gosvāmī Maharaj. So however misguided you may be for the time being, awake, arise, search for that nectar, that satisfaction. The Vedas tell us Om. Om means a big yes. What you are searching for, that is. What you are searching for. Don't be disappointed. The Vedas say that the object of our search exists. The common search of all of your hearts is existing, and your thirst will be quenched. By your constitution, you are meant for that, and you deserve that. So don't be afraid. Don't be cowed down. That term cowed down, for those who are in not from English background, cowed down means made to feel really inadequate, super shy, or repressed. Don't be put into that position. No, you should have strong faith and hope that yes, that exists. It is already given in your being. And you can never be satisfied with anything else. There's nothing else in the entire material creation that can satisfy the eternal soul other than what that eternal soul is meant for. Loving service of Krishna. So prepare yourself after your long search to receive that long missing nectar in its full form and quality. Awake, arise, search for your fortune, and you cannot but have that. It is your birthright. It is the wealth of your own soul. It cannot but be within you. It means it is in you and there's no question about it. You have no other business, no other engagement than Krishnanusandhanam, the search for Sri Krishna, reality, the beautiful. How beautiful is that? How expert, how heart-touching is Srila Bhakti-Rakshak Śrīla Gosvāmī Mahārāja able to present the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the teachings of our Guru Varga, the teachings of Krishna in such a way that your heart will want to run forward. You will want to give your heart to Krishna. And Srila Bhakti-Rakshak Śrīla Mahārāja is a very great and powerful personality, associate of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And I just wanted to end with this because I found it to be so beautiful. This is what Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj spoke about him. I don't have the qualification to glorify any real Vaishnava, but a real Vaishnava can understand another real Vaishnava. So, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, he spoke about Srila Bhakti Rakshak Śrīla Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has directly defined Pujapad Śrīdhar Maharaj as Rupanuga Bhakti Rakshak, the guardian of pure devotion in the line of Sri Rupa, and thus also the guardian of the pure devotional line of Srila Thakur Bhakti Vinod. Therefore, this lowly servitor of servitors prays for his grace. How will I be able to attain that most high Shri Braj Prem without submission and devotion unto him whom Srila Prabhupada has directly and eternally absorbed into the Rupanuga family of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur? From the very beginning of Pujapad Śrīdhar Maharaja's Mat life, his adherence to the devotional services of his own Guru, Srila Prabhupada, was super resplendent. His calm, quiet nature and bright, beautiful, divine appearance, accompanied by full simplicity, solemnity, and complete freedom from egoistic emotions, would always attract our hearts. He would so superbly explain each and every word of Sri Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, in such an intensely devotional, melodious way that we would be charmed. Although he was born in a high-class, wealthy family, was handsome, and became famous for his scholarly achievements, no trace of false pride was ever found in his life or character. He was never known to give trouble to anyone in any way, and never felt himself to be the loser when taking troubles from others. He was completely free from any tinge of malicious anger, which is opposed to pure devotion. He would always heartily try, with great patience, to resolve any problems arising from the conflicts or disputes between his godbrothers. A natural, simple, and most cordial behavior was always seen on the part of this spotless personality, setting an exemplary standard for the brahmacharis and sannyasis of our mission. He is an exalted devotee of the Supreme Lord, Sri Gaurasundar, and is always beautified with the affections of his Guru Vargas, Sri Guru and the Vaishnavas. He possesses pure devotional qualities and benevolently blesses all with the divine message and matchless wealth of Sri Srila Prabhupada, thereby fulfilling his desire. He is all glorious, forever glorious, everywhere. Srila Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdhar Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Tadiya Abir Bhav Maha Mahotsava ki jai. Śrīla Gurudev ki jai, Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai, Rupanuru Guru Varga ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Oh, we just got a message from Kishori Didi. Don't look at the time. Please continue. But I don't know when you wrote that. That could have been 20 minutes ago.
He'll go on for the next 24 hours. I have to keep him in check, really.
Gurudev told me.
Chalo, chalo,
Chalo.
chalo.
Chala chala re aani mandir va.
Jiva Bhavana Prabhu made it back.
Jai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Pradipalam Śrī Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Prem Purushottam Sacinandana Gaura Hari ki jai, Radha Vinodi Hari ki jai, Radha Ramanu ki jai, Giriraj Mahārāja ki jai, Hari Nama Sankirtana ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Śrīla Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki jai, Abhirbhāv Mahamahotsav ki jai, Nitaya Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Govinda Damodara So a question came in, but we will endeavor to discuss that question tomorrow. Thank you, Ramdara Prabhu, for that. One thing that I wanted to remind the devotees, because we have offered that we will offer on your behalf any offering to Govardhan, to Giriraj Maharaj, during the Anukut Mahamahotsav ceremony. We will bring so many offerings to Giriraj. And so many of you are sending anything in to our PayPal or anything so that we can purchase the ingredients for offering to Giriraj on your behalf. So my PayPal is kishorimohan@yahoo.com. And we also have ways that you can connect to us through local accounts in Europe and England, Australia, America, etc. But just make sure that if you send anything, that you also send me a note, maybe separately, saying that I sent this and this is my name. Please give your devotee name, or if you have it, and the names of those that you're also including in your offering. That would be very helpful for us. So I just wanted to make sure that we didn't miss anyone. We will try to do better than we did last time, and we will try to include everyone as much as possible, but you can help us by sending your names in as well.
We also have a special location I think we're going to tomorrow.
Yes, we do. We have a secret
Another
special location.
adventure.
Another adventure. So I just wanted to thank all of you for giving us the opportunity to remember the beautiful life and the teachings of Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Gosvāmī Mahārāja, to remember and reflect upon the teachings of our Gurudev and our Guru Varga, for engaging us daily in our Guru Seva, which is our life and soul, for which we are extremely indebted to all of you. And we look forward to being with all of you tomorrow. And I will look over the questions that are here. So we look forward to being with all of you tomorrow. Dandavat pranam all Vaishnavas.
Dandavat pranam.
Radhe Radhe,
Radhe
Hare
Radhe.
Krishna. Shri Radha Vinodi Hari Ju ki
Jai.
jai. Sacinandana Gaura Hari
Ki
ki
jai.
jai.